It was only a matter of time before we started getting to the infamous stuff. This is E.T. the Extra-Terrestrial for the Atari 2600. A game that I really don't have a whole lot to say about. Good start. Yeah, I mainly wanted to have a look at this because there was another E.T. game that I wanted to look at, but I figured if I was going to start looking at E.T. games, it would be remiss if I didn't look at the most infamous E.T. game, the Atari 2600. Especially now that I've figured out how to play it. So, as most people probably know, you walk around as E.T., you fall down pits, you try and collect stuff. See, I told you I figured out how to do it, and then... There you go. Oh, bollocks. Yeah, so... Very successful movie, and one of the most infamous licensed games of all time, I think. Mainly because it was considered a disaster, even though it sold a lot of copies. So if you haven't watched, the one thing I will say is, before I say any of this, if you haven't watched Atari Game Over, the story of the burial of the Atari 2600 cartridges in the New Mexico desert, I strongly recommend you go watch that. I don't know what service this is on. I watched it on Xbox, I think, because it was a freebie. But I think it's made it onto Netflix and other such streaming kind of, services. It features a whole lot of great people who know what they're talking about. But it features some really candid kind of ex-Atari guys, including... So this game was essentially single-handedly built by Howard Scott Warshaw. In about, was it 5 or 6 weeks or something like that? Something ridiculous. It's a fascinating watch. I don't think this game only has historical relevance to me. I think it only ever did. I'm not sure. It was really advanced for its time, and I think Howard Scott Warshaw says as much in that documentary, in that this game is doing a hell of a lot more than you would expect it to for an Atari 2600 game. So it's impressive in a way that it got made, but I don't think that necessarily makes it something that needs to be experienced by most people. It is a relic of its time, and it sold like 1.5 million copies, so it's not like modern day failures where you have movies that cost $160 million to make and then they make 25 grand the first weekend and it's all over. I think so. If you read about it, Atari paid something ridiculous like $15 or $20 million for the license, which is preposterous, especially in that era. You think about, games cost that much routinely now, but at the time they didn't. They did not cost 20 million, especially if you got one person for 5 weeks. It's not that pricey. The gameplay is really hard to explain. You're essentially wandering around looking for bits and pieces in order to... Oh, I ran out of life bar. Oh, I got one life bar. Collecting these pieces. Trying to collect the whatever these things are down the pits so that I can escape and get away from the bad guys. Unfortunately, because of the pixel perfect collision detection, you fall down the pits quite a lot, even when you don't mean to. It's one of those games that's fallen into history. I'm sure most people have played this, whether they emulated it on a PC. It may well have been one of the first things they emulated on a PC. Or, at this point, streamed off the Internet Archive. They have to download an emulator now. And even, pop culture is continuing to keep the E.T. dream alive. You think about things like the Angry Video Game movie. It's all about the E.T. game. It's, it'll just continue on forever. It even turned up in Lego Dimensions last year, I think, which is somewhat bizarre, but alright. Oh god, I can't play any more of this. E.T. has died. Let's have a look at the game I actually wanted to look at. I felt like this is one of those games... Oh, end cutscene. Perfect timing. It's even got the E.T. music in the background. What more could you ask for? So this is a weird game. I can't think of any other way to describe it. So, if you look this game up, it's called E.T. Interplanetary Mission. I'm assuming that's the American name because the game I've got in front of me says E.T. the Extra-Terrestrial, the 20th anniversary. If you look on the side of the box, it says E.T. the Extra-Terrestrial Interplanetary Mission. If you look on the back of the box, it says E.T. the Extra-Terrestrial, the 20th anniversary Interplanetary Mission. So I don't know whether they were trying to bury that subtitle in Europe. There's the E.T. music in the background. The other thing they tried to bury is who made it. Because if you look at the Wikipedia page, there's 4 companies involved in this game. The ones on the front of this box say New Kid Co., which I'm assuming is the developer. Maybe it's the publisher. And Ubisoft. But if you look at the Wikipedia page, it also mentions Digital Clip Software for the European version, which is definitely in the intro videos for this game. And Santa Cruz Games, which wasn't referenced anywhere. So whether Santa Cruz was the company that actually developed the game, I don't know. Also, let's point out, it's trying to load a level that's A, taking forever, and B, I'm pretty sure this is a demo, so I'm going to have to skip over this and restart again. It's also worth pointing out at this point that this game came out in 2002. The end of 2002. Good. Oh, wow. Oh, I'm going to enjoy this. Yes, 2002. How many PS1 games came out in 2002? How late era is that? I thought 2001 was late. Why am I looking for subtitles? That's not going to be a thing. Other thing I need to do is turn analog on, just in case. So I'll be perfectly honest, it's been, I want to say 20 years since I've seen E.T. It's been a very long time. So once again, can't really say a whole lot to how true to the source material this is going to be. We're just going to have to play it by ear. My guess is it'll be fairly close. Okay. Hold circle to heal. Collect. That's cleared everything up. Good. Okay, so I need to heal all the plants. Oh. My magic finger. Wait. He heals the plants and then eats them? What? Press and hold triangle to move items. Okay, alright. This game looks nice. Oh, so I want to move that somewhere where I can heal it. And then devour it. Got you. It's the same. Move that where I am. Yeah, this looks nice. I mean, granted, it's 2002. It should at this point, but... Oh, get on the... There we go. Heart stun. Just to keep things out of the way. Okay. Heal. Devour. I know he told me it was temporary. Oh, I can't get around him. Ah. Right, gotcha. That's quite a clever mechanic. Get out of it. Get over it. Hey! that? I want it, whatever it is. Grab it. Oh, have I broken it? Nope, it's a move. Oh. I shouldn't be allowed to play games. Oh, it's an extra life. I should have guessed that by the fact that it has his face on it. Can I move him up there? Oh, I can. That's quite nifty. Oh, he was clever enough to get off. Come on, E.T. Get up the hill. Come on. Can I move the... Yeah, move the plant. Could do with some music. Not gonna lie. Ah! I like that little animation. That's cool. Remembering the buttons is kind of interesting because it's a little bit elaborate. Walk animation is brilliant. Object effect switches. Okay, so it's going to tell me put that thing on that thing there. Open the door. $81 toadstools. I thought I said win then. Press R2 to win. Whoa! Alright, the run animation's even better. Oh jeez. That ball means business. Oh no! Oh. Is the ball trapped in that? Okay. Yep. Got it. Oh, get out of that memory menu. Where? Any character that runs with his arms in the air is a winner by me. I remember the section of ET where he's just running around collecting toadstools. I thought most of it was spent with the kid. I wonder if you can buy this on Blu-ray. You must be able to. They must have reissued this by now. How many of these licensed video game videos am I going to be sitting here wondering if I can get a Blu-ray of the movie that this is based on? Because I think I've already committed to buying Fifth Element on Blu-ray, which I never did. There was one not that long ago that I said I was going to have to buy the Blu-ray of. I can't even remember the name of the game, so I can't remember what the movie was. God, what was it? Oh, it's gone. I'm surprised by this so far. I thought this was going to be a lot more basic than it is. It does say 5 detailed environments and 15 levels and a journey to Earth. Which I'm unfortunately guessing is going to be the last level. Which means I'll never see it. Ah, you bugger. Get. Yeah, they won't let you keep them up there. I was hoping you could just get them stuck on the geometry up there and they just leave you alone, but they thought of that. Oh, I could put them up there though. Come back here. Ah! Whoa! Oh, you can actually destroy them. I didn't realise that. I'm never not running. I need something to put on there, don't I? Is it across this rickety bridge? Oh, I just accidentally destroyed that. Wait, can I destroy him? Yes! This telekinesis is quite difficult to control. Come on, there we go. Ah, bugger off. If you can't move while you're telekinesing, this is going to be an arduous task then. Moving this thing all the way over there. And make sure I don't drop it in the... wherever that is. Not lava. Same sort of properties as lava though. Whoa! E.T. just had a freak out. There we go. Go away! Go away! See, you killed E.T. Now I'm going to kill you. I should just be stunning them over and over again. I know that kills them. I don't know why I'm trying to be clever. Or just twice. That would do it. I guess stun them and then stun them again. There you go. Oh, he sort of slowly potters to the end of the level. If I had any complaints, it's the fact there's no music. You know, it's not a massively complicated game, and I guess mainly aimed at kids, but the gameplay's decent enough. I just think it could use a little bit more personality. But hey, when we're talking about licensed video games, the fact that it's actually competent is that's a high bar. Most of these things are barely playable, let alone competent, so I will say I am pretty impressed by what I've played so far. Ah, right, okay, so I need to get him to walk over it. Walk over the door. Okay, and then run in. Not really a whole lot of plants in it, is there? Now I've just started for proppers. The plants are kind of dried up. There we go. I forgot my run button there for a second. Right, so obviously I'm going to need to... He can't get there naturally, so I'm going to have to bung him in. Same with this little guy. But I'm going to have to run around with my arms in the air for the next 3 to 4 hours. I don't need any more of those. Because apparently it caps at 99. which is just another signifier to me that this is a kid's game and not a game for everybody. It's given me hundreds of those, and I've capped it out a long time ago. That is absolutely the best thing about this. I'm very much enjoying that animation. There he is. Follow me. Ah! Get in the... No! Oh, bugger. No! I got two of them after me. Please leave me alone. At least it didn't hurt me. I didn't realise that. Those guys do. Never seen a health system that goes up to 99. Oh, come on, get up. Another one. There he is. Oh. Is he going to be able to follow me down there? Yeah, there we go. There we go. Job done. I can't tell if ET is harvesting this entire planet of its natural resources by just eating all of the plants and toadstools. It's going to turn out at the end that he's just a monster. It's just ravaging the Earth. Is it going to be a parable for what we've done to the Earth? I mean, if ET's getting extra lives, though, who cares? His controls are a little bit, a little bit difficult. As you can probably tell by the way the camera is just jerking around randomly. That's waiting for a. That's waiting for that. It's very fetch questy, I will say. Kind of got no inherent problem with that. I'm a genius. Oh. How do I? It would help if I stopped forgetting the buttons as well. Oh, you're gonna have to stop there, matey. Extra life. Extra plant. So what are the plants for? I haven't figured out. But the toadstools are very clearly the health system. The plants, I still haven't figured out what. And that's just that's your completion rate or whatever. Off you toddle. Well, that's E.T. the Extra-Terrestrial, the 20th anniversary Interplanetary Mission. God only knows what I'm going to call this video, because that's going to fill the entire box. It's pretty good. It's basic, but like I say, it's not just functional, it's competent. It's got well-defined rules. It works. It's not annoying to play. It's a little bit simplistic, but I think if you'd have given a kid this in 2002, they wouldn't have been horrified. And that, for me, is much better than most, especially at that era of the PlayStation 1. So, go out and find yourself a Blu-ray of E.T. and then grab the PlayStation 1 game. There are other ET games. There's a couple of Game Boy Color games and a Game Boy Advance game, which maybe we'll come to later. But for now, that's your ET fix. And I managed to make it all the way through that without making a phone home joke.